Welcome back, friends, to some more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, we were kind of helping out the dwarves in Lothrakar. They agreed to join the council, and now we're going to try to get the men to join the council as well. And we're going to talk to Nellie, who's leading here in Trestlebridge.
What can I do for you?
A council of Estelden? Have you taken leave of your senses, hobbit? Are you unaware of the dangers facing this town? The constant attacks we must endure? These men in the east, if they truly cared about the threats facing Trestlebridge, they would help us here with these orcs. We would not have had to suffer as we have. Aye, we lost all those dear to us. No, I shall not come to the council nor anything else, and I shall not be convinced otherwise. Now, if you have no other business, leave me to see the defense of this town. Okay, so she's not happy. I'm gonna have to talk to Halbarad about this. That's okay. So I'm pretty close to Nan Wethrin, so I'm gonna go here and kill that orc for the elves. This guy right here. It's a pretty sweet looking dwarf, man. So in the last episode we met Dori, and as I promised in the first episode of this season, I kind of want to incorporate a little bit more of lore into the game. And I guess my mind was just too much in the game to talk about Dori. But if you paid attention, he was wearing purple colors, which is actually really interesting attention to detail that the developers put in, because in the book The Hobbit, Dori was described as arriving at Bilbo's hobbit hole wearing a purple cloak, so that's pretty interesting. Also, Dori was described as the strongest of the 13 dwarves in Thorin's company. He was described that way by Thorin himself. And for most of the adventure, Dori was kind of the one helping out Bilbo the most. For example, when they were getting chased by goblins in the goblin tunnels, Dori was the one to carry Bilbo on his back, although he unfortunately dropped them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. He's a distant relative of Thorin, but it's not really specified in what sense. He is related to Ori and Nori and all those other Oris. But that's pretty much it. Of course, the lore is going to be different than what's portrayed in the movies. Now, these quests, I believe, are repeatable, and I've already done them towards the start of the season, but let's double check here. Orcs of Nan Wethrin. So yeah, I believe I have already done these. The sharpshooters and the renders. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna decline this because I've already done that quest. It's a repeatable quest. You can do it like every day. And I don't want to bother doing that. And I'm gonna come up with some more repeatable quests as well as I go in deeper, including this one, killing the birds here. I've already done that as well. And again, you can go to my website, renaissancegaming.net/lotro.html, scroll down to the completionist checklist, click North Downs, and you'll see all the quests here in the North Downs. The ones that I've done have a ring above their, or a ring next to them, so you'll know that I have done all these repeatable quests already. That's my one stipulation to this 100% playthrough. If a quest is repeatable, I'm only doing it once. But I do need to come in pretty deep here and kill this guy. Which again, I've already killed him in a previous episode, I just didn't have the quest at the time. Now I will say, going back to Dori a little bit, he was hanging out in Lothrakar in this game. However, as far as Lord of the Rings lore is concerned, the only mention we get of Dori is that he kind of lived out the rest of his days in Erebor after the quest of the Lonely Mountain. So that's the last mention of him. It just says he lived there till the end of his days, doesn't really specify when he died or how he died or anything like that. So the game took a little bit of liberty here by putting him in Lothrakar, which is okay with me. Gives us the opportunity to meet him. And again, all these quests are repeatables that I have already done, so I'm not going to bother redoing them. So, let me see. You know what? Let me go up another level. I can't tell, like... Hold on, let me see something here. Yeah, these are... I guess he can be at 2 spots. Let me try the upper level first, before I jump down. The Warg Pens, again, this is a repeatable quest that I have already done. Remember, I destroyed all their food barrels and killed a bunch of wargs, so I'm going to decline that as well. Should be closing in on this bad boy pretty quick here. If I remember, I killed him right here, and sure enough, there he is. He's an Urukai. So let's blast him. I'm gonna do an ambush, just because I can. Then I'm just gonna blast him with some bleeds. And I can't use some of my skills here because he kind of silenced me. Can't even do my interrupt. Oh well. He's actually doing some pretty decent damage on me. But I'm not going to worry about healing or anything, because I'll be able to out-DPS him here pretty quickly. Yeah, he is about to go down. And there we go. Perfect. He has been defeated. So now what I'm going to do is... I guess I will edit myself over here near Amon Wraith. And then we'll ride back to Meluinen together. That way I can stop and grab these 2 founding stones along the way. So I guess I will see you in a little bit. Okay, so I'm here near Amon Wraith. And I'm going to head towards the founding stone that can be found up here. Near these ancient ruins where once stood a great city. But no more. Not after the invasion from Angmar. And here we go. The monument's face is inscribed with faded words, Henneth Rune, established in the first year of the reign of Erefor, son of Arvleg. Folk shall gather where commerce thrives. Alright, that is that. So let me make my way east towards the next stone, which is right here. And then I'll go south, turn in some quests here, and then back to Estelden. That is the plan. Looks like day is fading here in the North Downs. It's about to turn into night. Pretty nice. I have to stay on the road because there's that bridge I'm going to need to cross. Oh, that's some dude of my kinship. Interesting. There's the ruins of the other city. And I think it's on... Yes, it's on the other side of the bridge. So I do have to cross. And let's see what we can find here. There is the founding stone, the last one. The monument's face is inscribed with faded words. Duitham, founded in the year 1249 of the Third Age. At this place did King Celebrimbor establish the town of Duitham, that his people might cultivate the land and feed the people of his realm. Okay, nice. So now the only thing left to do is go back to the elf town here. It's about 1,000 meters away. It's not that bad. We'll enjoy some of the landscape together, but I probably won't do much talking on this ride there. You could skip ahead a couple minutes if you don't want to see all this riding. But I also don't want to edit this out, because I feel like I've been doing too much editing. Alright. And I think I'm gonna go across, that way I don't have to dismount when I try to jump over the water. No, I'm gonna try to do it, man. It's too out of my way to go around. Come on! Nice, made it. The risk paid off. So there should be a couple of quests here.
What can I do for you?
Londrenir sent you to speak with Loken. You have come too late then. Loken is dead. He was killed when stone trolls attacked Lyn Gileath, sometime before my company arrived. So that was that elf that helped out the farmers, sent me over here.
Megovanen.
Ah, you have done it. We heard of the wails of the orcs from here. You have seen the safety of Lyn Gileath, Kippen, and for this you have my thanks.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
With the Uruk Drukord slain, the threat of the orcs has lessened, and I am free to come to the Council of Estelden. You should bring word to Halbarad that I shall attend him, and that we will arrive soon. Your brave deeds may yet prove a strong foundation for our defenses. Alright, so it is time to return to Estelden. Probably gonna take a pony over there. Make things easy for myself.
Greetings to you.
Let's go. So get excited about this council. It's pretty fun. Kind of like a mini Council of Elrond. All the races here in North Downs getting together, trying to figure out what they're going to do about all the recent dangers and threats that have been prevailing. So let me see here what this is looking like. Alright, so I gotta talk to Halbarad for a bunch of these. Gotta do Fornost towards the end of the season. This is an Evendim, of course. This quest is an Evendim. That quest is an Evendim. So I gotta finish up these two. This is an Evendim. This is in the Trollshaws. And then finally, this is here in the North Downs, but it starts in Breeland, so I'll probably do this maybe at the end of the season, right before I start Season 6. So we're doing pretty well here with our quests, everything is in order. Wow, that was a sharp turn. Estelden is so cool, man. It impresses me every time. It really is like tucked away, hidden. Nothing less than what I would expect from a ranger outpost in the wilderness here. So first of all, looks like this guy has a quest for me, so let me talk to him.
Would you do something for me?
I hear that Istuen is looking for aid with a task. Will you speak with her, Kippen? She is generally found further within Estelden. My mouse is like bugging out here. Need to, I don't know, do something with it. See how like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but my cursor will kind of jump around the screen every once in a while. Need to fix that before the next episode. So I guess before I talk to Halberad, let me go talk to this lady, turn in a couple of quests.
Silently now.
I have a favor to ask of you. Just east from Estelden and to the north, along the base of the hill surrounding this hidden fort, you will find an Earthkin camp. The denizens there are of the Surilema tribe, our friends. We must make sure they know of our efforts on their behalf. Will you take this letter to Asiko, their chieftain? It may be that he will openly declare an alliance with my people, which can only serve to strengthen our position in the North Downs. So the same guy from the other quest of the Earthkin.
Silently now.
Really? You made the circuit of all 5 towns? I am impressed. I had not really expected you to make the attempt. We often assign novice rangers this task, as the beasts that lair in such places make such exploration dangerous indeed. Perhaps the rangers will be able to make further use of your skills in the future. Excellent. And finally, let me talk to Halberad about all of these epic quests here.
What can I do for you?
These are good tidings. With the dwarves aiding us, our chances of turning the tide against Angmar are that much greater. You have done very well this day, Kippen. Very well indeed.
Greetings.
The message you bear is joyous. Twice over, that Uruk Durkod is dead, and the elves have agreed to come to the council. You have done very well, for the might of the elves shall improve our lot all the more. You have my thanks for this.
What do you need?
Good, you've returned. It does not surprise me that Nelly refused the call of the council, but that does not matter now. Word has arrived here that a large contingent of orcs is moving on Trestlebridge. The people there are a strong folk, but I fear they are no match for the orcs and the chieftain who leads them. We must go to their aid.
Could I speak with you a moment?
In the past, the orcs that have attacked have been the Tarkrip tribe. The bloodlust of that tribe usually causes them to throw themselves heedlessly into battle without any forethought. The orcs that now move on Trestlebridge appear to be of the more powerful Ongburs tribe. These warriors are stronger and more skilled. The townsfolk will not be able to stop them. I would send a party of my men to aid them, but all my kin are dealing with matters in the east. You and I may reach them in time, however. You have done much already, but I would ask for your help in this battle. Gather what warriors you can and return to me, but make haste. Trestlebridge does not have much time. So this is a fellowship quest, but you can also use inspiration to buff yourself up. Let's do it.
We must not delay.
Are you prepared for the battle ahead? It will be a difficult one, and we will need all the warriors you can gather. Are you ready to leave now?
The little town of Trestlebridge is all that stands between the orcs of Angmar and Breland to the south. Halberad, Ranger of the North, gathers heroes to help defend Trestlebridge from the approaching onslaught.
Poor Trestlebridge, man, it's always under attack. The orcs are nearly upon the town. Come with me quick. We must convince Miss Boskins of the threat that is nearly upon her. Follow me. Miss Boskins, I am Halberad of Estelden. I come with a dire warning. Orcs of a kind unknown to you are about to attack your town. We have come to lend what aid we can in the battle ahead. Ah, I see, so I refuse your call to council, and now this orc threat appears? I think we don't know how to deal with orcs without your help. Why don't you return to your home? We will deal with the orc threat. But Miss Boskins, Mayor Boskins, look, one of the guards approaches. Come, perhaps it is another attack. Come, we must follow. The battle is upon us. Mayor Boskins, orcs of a kind I've never seen before approach. Perhaps your words were true, Halberad. Come now. To the bridge. To the bridge. Everything's on fire here. What a disaster. This is a skinny girl, dude. Look at her. She looks like a string bean. That poor guard is gonna die. He died. I tried my best to save him. Just was not happening, though. The orcs, they are unlike any that I've fought before. They are of the Ungbor's tribe, and more will be upon us soon. And there is a good chunk of them coming in. Wish I could clump them all up here, but everybody's going like their own way. And I've already completed Orc Slayer Advanced. That is nice. Not bad. I know that recently they've decreased the requirement for deeds in many maps. Do not give up hope, we shall yet stand this day. Right. Another wave. Let me take care of the archers here. Perfect. Let me take care of the champion. Are there numbers without limits? I think the end is in sight, Miss Boskins. Get rid of all this stuff. Smash them, kill them, destroy them, the maggots. So we got the Battle Lord here. Alright. And we're done, I think? Perhaps? Huzzah! Trestlebridge is saved. Halbarad, all Trestlebridge is indebted to you and your companions. I only hope you can forgive my behavior towards you. Think nothing of it. It was my honor to aid you in this fight. I must leave now, though, and return to Estelden. My companions, those shall remain behind in the event more troubles come. I must have one final word with them, then leave. We have done well this day. I am indebted to you as well for your aid, as I fear the battle would have turned against the free peoples had you not been here. I must leave now, and I hope it is not too much to ask for you to stay behind. I would ask that you ensure that Trestlebridge remains safe through the nights, then return to me in Estelden. This was a great victory, my friend. A great victory indeed. I'll take you back to Nellie's house.
Elrond has healed Frodo of his Morgul wound, and now the time has come to decide the fate of the One Ring. I can see no other path than that which leads to Mount Doom. Who then shall defend Eriador against the shadow of Angmar?
So very interesting. As the actual storyline of Lord of the Rings leads them to the Council of Elrond, so does our epic quest lead us to the Council here of Estelden.
Greetings.
I must apologize to you, for I fear my behavior towards you was nearly unforgivable. I see now that the constant orc attacks were nothing compared to what Angmar could bring to bear on this small town. You and the Ranger Halbarad have risked your lives to save my people. I am in your debt.
Could I speak with you a moment?
The debt I owe you and the Rangers cannot be repaid easily, but I hope to make a start of it by answering Halbarad's call to the Council. Whatever strength the men of Trestlebridge can lend to Halbarad's endeavor shall be his to command. Please go tell Halbarad that I will come to Estelden as soon as I settle matters here. I am still responsible first to my people, but I see now that the free peoples of the North Downs must stand together if we are to remain free. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Alright. So that's that. I think this is a pretty good stopping point for this episode. I'm going to take a pony back to Estelden, but I will meet you there. So as always, thank you very much for watching. If you're not part of the Fellowship, be sure to join by hitting the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time all the way in Estelden.